It was reassurance that there are other practices that have been going through the same things that I've been with my partner thinking about and worrying about, but actually listening today was quite reassuring that those businesses have been doing the same thing but are still in business. It depends on the business. I think for architects, which are very collaborative, they work in teams, they're used to doing that, often very transparent within that work. It's quite an easy and natural progression. So I think it does depend on the business. Certainly for architects, it seems to me a good fit. The biggest challenge is probably really understanding how it works. There are obviously organisations, and we've had lots of legal advice, probably too much legal advice, and that it just took probably 2 years almost to really understand when we've done it. And when I look back now at the contract and the legal documentation and the Articles of Association, it's actually quite straightforward. But it's just, you don't know, do you, to start with? Well, the first thing I'll say, it's not black and white, it's a transition. So we made this transition at the beginning of this year, and we're still learning and we're still adapting. We're trying to decide whether we have quarterly newsletters, whether we have quarterly presentations, how we report back to the trustees, and we're finding our way. And I think it will probably be the balance of this year before we settle down. So. And I think we've certainly thought about how that could work in the future, and then tried to backcast to where we are now. But at the end of the day, as one of the guys said, you've got to have an open mind and be flexible. Very good, actually. As I said, I found it reassuring to be amongst other architectural firms, for example, and lawyers and the roofing company who have or are about to go through the same process. And it's just given me a lot more confidence today that we did make the right decision. We are doing the things in the right direction, and I feel very positive for the future.